Hey, good Monday morning. Now, if you remember last week, I promised I would share with you my daily devotional routine. So let's get to it. Now, the first challenge you're going to face, of course, is time. Like, when's the best time to do devotional readings and how much time can I spend on devotional readings? I find for me that early morning works the best, and it always has, because it's peaceful then. There are far fewer distractions. As to how much time you can spend on your devotional reading, well, it's going to vary depending on your situation. Now, back when I was working 9 to 5 still and had kids to deal with, I was lucky if I got 15 to 20 minutes before they came down for breakfast and all hell broke loose. These days, I have the luxury of a little bit more time that I can spend on devotionals, but the point is, you'll figure out what's best for you. The second consideration you're going to face is where to spend your devotional time. And this may seem to be insignificant, but I've found it to be crucial in ensuring your long term success. Now, when I first started, like I said, it was pretty much at the kitchen table in the morning. But the key is to find somewhere where you feel comfortable, like your comfort zone. And again, it needs to be a place where there are few distractions. Now, I have a small office now, and nobody bugs me here. So it's perfect. I have virtually no distractions. It's the right place for me. And a natural byproduct of where is atmosphere. Yeah, atmosphere, which is something most people don't even consider. So you may have found your comfort zone. What's the atmosphere like? Well, I like nature and I get a sense of peace and calm when I'm in nature. So, as you can see, my desk has a window right above it and it's open, even though it's freezing outside, because I love the sounds of nature and I can look outside and take in, the glory of God through nature. So, it helps me to put me in the right frame of mind. The other thing I like to do to create the right atmosphere for me is to light my scented candle, which I do every day. And you might say, well, that's kind of like aromatherapy. Okay, maybe it is. But what it does is it helps to put my mind in the right frame of mind so that I'm ready to receive whatever God intends to reveal to me that day during my devotional readings. And this brings me to preparation, which may be the most important part of this whole process. I learned a long time ago that I can't just sit down, open up a devotional reading book, and magically hope to receive whatever God intends to reveal to me that day. It just doesn't happen that way. Too many thoughts of the day are competing for time in my mind, and the only way to eliminate those is to take proactive action. In my case, that means reading a handful of prayers that I have cobbled together over the years that I start with first. And that just helps to get my mind where it needs to be, focused on the Lord. Now, I can tell you there have been days, maybe you can relate, where I've read a devotional, I've closed the book, and 30 seconds later, I could not tell you what I just read. That's not what we're looking for here. And finally, any devotional time you spend needs to have closure, kind of like an amen after a prayer. My devotional closure centers around my prayer list. I have a list of people and things a mile long. There's more to it than just this list that I pray for every day. And all I do is I grab this piece of paper with all my prayer requests on it, and I put my hands on it, and I just give it up to the Lord and give Him thanks for all the blessings of this life. And that's it. All right, hopefully this has given you some ideas as to how you can start your own devotional reading time. And whatever works for you is best. But I think some of the guidelines I laid out for you will help you to organize things. Now, next week, we're going to wrap up this little mini series on devotionals. And I'm going to give you some insight into some of the resources that you can use, and there's tons of them, to help you get off to a good start with your devotional reading. Okay, great. So this week, stay strong, keep the faith. Come on back next time. We'll see you then.